As Donald Trump has risen to the top of the pack of Republican presidential contenders, he's also provided plenty of material for both famous and would-be comedians.
Jeannie Mose has more on imitating the Donald.
Everybody's doing Donald. Not that Donald, the Donald.
I was fantastic. The ratings were huge.
And we're not just talking professional comedians like Kyle Dunnigan.
Gandhi.
Loser.
Mother Teresa.
Idiot.
Jesus Christ.
Hippie loser.
Non-comedians likewise can't resist doing Trump.
Rosie's a loser. She's been a loser for a long time.
Even presidential candidate Rand Paul made a lame effort at imitation.
You know, I must be smart. I'm rich.
While actor Bryan Cranston barely bothered with The Voice.
I actually like his candor. You're an idiot. I'm a winner, you're a loser.
One of the most memorable Trump impressions actually helped fuel the Rosie Donald feud.
And there he is, hair looping, going, everyone deserves a second chance.
Impersonators have even posted how-to videos.
You always see those bottom teeth, those bottom front teeth. He's always...
Some limit themselves to the Donald's face.
Max, make your Donald Trump face.
The Donald doesn't seem to mind being imitated. He's even mentioned a couple of impersonators he finds funny. For instance, Daryl Hammond.
I'll tell you who would be a loser on any team, that Sasquatch Rosie O'Donnell.
Trump also likes Frank Caliendo.
I'm so excited, I think my hair just moved, really.
While Conan shows impersonator John D. Domenico.
I'm Donald Trump.
To do the voiceover on a bit featuring the Donald Trump ovulation kit.
You call that ovulating? You're a loser. Your eggs are losers.
But this baby's a winner.
Show us.
After being egged on to give Donald Trump lip. Jeannie Mose, CNN. New York.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you. I'm Mitchell Grog.
And I'm Callie Rainey. Today is Friday, August 14th.
Let's check in with meteorologist Chris Johnson for a look at your forecast this morning.
Not too bad out there, guys. Just doing some patchy fog beginning to develop across eastern and southeastern Kentucky, so take your time this morning, dense in some locations. We know the routine, of course. We're always dealing with that fog here, it seems like almost every morning, and that's the case. So let's take you over to our station cam this morning. Wanted to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. And as you look out towards the parking lot there, you can see some of that fog beginning to develop. And like I said, it's dense in some locations, but still overall not too bad. Just give yourself a few extra minutes on that drive time as you head out this morning. Now, we're going to stay nice and dry across all of central and eastern Kentucky, and it's mainly because of this high pressure just to our west, sitting across the Missouri Boot Hill. That's going to track eastward along the Kentucky-Tennessee border and eventually overtake our region. Now, it's going to stick around through much of the weekend before it finally works off towards the eastern coast before it weakens out, and that's going to allow storm chances back into the forecast as we head into early next week. Up until then, I think we're just going to have a slight chance for maybe a stray afternoon shower or storm, and that's going to be the case for today, tomorrow afternoon, and a little bit better of a chance as we head into our Sunday afternoon. Now, temperature-wise, it's a cool start for many, mid to upper 50s from Danville down to Monticello, lower 60s for folks there in London up to Jackson. And temperature-wise this afternoon, we're going to top out in the mid-80s. So despite seeing cool conditions this morning, it's going to be relatively warm this afternoon, a little bit more humid as well, as we're going to get back to more seasonable conditions across eastern Kentucky. Of course, temperatures around 85 degrees this afternoon under mostly sunny skies. And of course, I'm going to have more details, including those storm chances this weekend, with that full forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
Remembering a friend, friends and family of a Clay County woman who was shot to death are trying to cope with the loss.
32-year-old Sherry Collins died yesterday afternoon after being shot multiple times. Sheriff's deputies arrested 21-year-old Isaiah Stidham and charged him with murder. As WYMT's Tanner Hesterberg reports, those who knew Collins say they hope justice is served quickly.
Miller Lane in the Big Creek community of Clay County is where sheriff's deputies say Isaiah Stidham gunned down Sherry Collins during an argument. Ruth Ann Gibson knew Collins her whole life and says she was always friendly.
She was a person, and it's terrible, you know, what happened, and believe me, she most definitely will be missed.
Deputies believe Stidham cut himself after shooting Collins to make it look like she tried to attack him.
They were not defensive wounds. They were actually wounds that were made by him. You could just tell it was that obvious.
The sheriff says Stidham confessed to the shooting shortly after deputies began questioning him. And with Stidham behind bars, those who knew Sherry Collins are left with grief and the shock of what happened.
For something like that to happen so close to home, you know, it's just, I really don't, I can't explain it to you, you know.
Trying to grapple with the reality that a longtime friend is gone.
An arraignment date for Stidham has not been set. His family members declined to comment yesterday. We should learn Monday during a preliminary hearing whether a grand jury will hear a Clay County murder case. 32-year-old Roscoe Henson pleaded not guilty to murder yesterday. Sheriff's deputies say Henson and Thomas Miracle conspired to kill 24-year-old Trevor Dykes over a custody dispute. Dykes was shot dead July 27th outside his home near Goose Rock Elementary School. While court officials say they plan to discuss extradition for Benjamin Brewer next Wednesday. Police arrested him in Lexington Friday. A Tennessee grand jury indicted him on vehicular homicide earlier this month. Police say Brewer caused a crash in June that killed 6 people in Chattanooga. Brewer is from Laurel County.
Knox County Sheriff's deputies arrested 3 people yesterday just off Highway 11 north of Barberville. We are told Michael Bloom and Daisy Allen were arrested as fugitives from Ohio. Deputies say Jeffrey Collins, a convicted felon, was found at the home with multiple guns and marijuana was growing in the yard. Deputies in Martin County arrested 2 people on drug charges. Sarah Moore and Billy Joe Maynard were arrested in Inez Wednesday evening. Deputies executed a search warrant and say they found 68 gabapentins and 55 oxycodone pills. Yesterday, the Rowan County clerk defied a federal judge's order. Her office is still refusing to issue marriage licenses. Kim Davis was not in her office yesterday. The deputy clerk said she was on a scheduled vacation. But the deputy clerk turned away multiple same-sex couples who tried to obtain a marriage license. Davis's attorneys filed a request to stay the judge's injunction that ordered her to issue licenses, and they advised her office not to issue them until her appeal is resolved. But the couples who showed up at the office yesterday said they have waited long enough.
These people are cruel, and this is wrong, and that's how it is. That is how it is, and that's the bottom line. She's wrong, and these people are cruel to do this to us. And that's how I feel.
The judge ordered both sides in the lawsuit filed against Davis to give him a written response before he will decide on the stay.
The Jefferson Davis statue has stood in the Kentucky State Capitol Rotunda since 1936. Now a lawmaker is trying to remove it. House Speaker Greg Stumbo says he plans to file a resolution in the 2016 General Assembly. He says the statue is inappropriate in the Kentucky Capitol and he wants it removed. Stumbo says the Capitol is a place where all citizens should feel comfortable, and he worries right now it is not.
It's not proper in our Capitol building where equality and equal protection of law and equal justice for every person, every citizen is guaranteed by the acts that go on in that building and by the Constitution upon which it is really built.
I don't think it's inappropriate at all. I think it's part of our history. I think we need to teach our kids to make their own decisions about what they consider to be appropriate or inappropriate.
Stumbo says he does not want the statue to be thrown away. He says he simply wants it moved to a historical museum where he thinks it would be more appropriate. Yesterday, hundreds of people showed up for the funeral of a Mercer County Navy veteran. No family members claimed Don cause after he died at the VA hospital in Lexington last month. Ramsey Young Funeral Home in Garrard County organized a funeral and asked people to attend it on Facebook. The funeral was held yesterday at Camp Nelson National Cemetery in Jessamine County. Most of the people there didn't even know cause.
Something within my heart just said, you have to be there for this man. You know, he has no one there.
Friends of Cause told us he was a very humble and quiet man who went to church and kept a very low profile.
Straight ahead on Mountain News this morning, Jason Lindsay shows us how different gases have different sounds in today's Hooked on Science segment.
Later in sports, returning home, 2 former Knott Central Patriots were honored last night in Hindman, including last season's Mr. Basketball.
A warmer, more typical summertime pattern shapes up for eastern Kentucky today and much of the weekend. I'll talk temperatures and storm chances coming up right after the break.
Kentucky Proud is all about Kentucky products. It starts with farmers, but it's way more than that. Kentucky Proud helps restaurants, retailers, truck drivers, distributors, processing plants, equipment sales, feed stores. But most importantly, Kentucky Proud helps you because this logo lets you know you're getting the quality of a local product while you're supporting the entire local economy. And that's why we're all Kentucky Proud.
For the best prices guaranteed, come see me, Mr. Wonderful at Park Place Home.
Hold on, the little price slasher is on the scene. Single wides delivered and set up for under 30 or 25 of $20,000. And double wides under 46, would you believe, under $36,000 delivered and set up. The little price slasher is out of control.
Come see us at Park Place Homes in London for the lowest price guaranteed.
When your allergy symptoms are persistent and nothing else has helped, call the Asthma and Allergy Center. We can help. With 5 locations in eastern Kentucky, we can see you within a week. Call the Asthma and Allergy Center today at 800-852-0171 or visit aacenter.com.
What does Toyota style? Hey, save some money. What does Toyota style? Hey, save some money. What does Toyota style?
There's over 150 used cars and trucks that have been discounted with prices clearly posted on the window. Get a 2014 Toyota Corolla for only $11,990.
What does Toyota style?
Follow WYMT on Twitter for the latest news, weather, and sports.
Not a bad morning out there. As usual, the fog, but we'll ignore that. It's Friday. To the extent that it doesn't cause a danger on the road, we'll ignore that.
That's right. Doing some patchy fog this morning, so take it easy as you head out the door this morning. Want to start